Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Ian. I'm here to make a tutorial for sound designers. Specifically sound designers who want to start game jams. Game jams are where people get together to make a game, essentially. So you'll have different people in the team, such as programmers, 2D artists, animators, composers, and sound designers. A bit about myself, I've done over 10 game jams. I absolutely love them. I've not done them as much since I'm studying in college right now. I do audio engineering. But when I have free time, game jams are what I do because I absolutely love them. Now, how do you get started? First of all, go into itch.io. That's all you have to type there. Get to this page, and here you can see video games that have been created. These ones can actually be sold as well. This is out with game jams, by the way, so it's not just game jams on this website. To get started, simply register. Top right corner. Make your name, password, blah 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 blah. Submit. Then you have your account. Okay, so you're logged in. Here's my account here. So you've made your account. How do you start game jamming? Well, first of all, go in the top section here where it says jams, click jams. And here is a list of all the game jams. And it's in dated mode, so you can hold in shift and then scroll the cursor. And then you can see when game jams end and when game jams begin. And you can also see how many people are in the game jam. So this one's quite popular. The G Develop Big Game Jam number 7, and it's got 1,440 people. And then you'll have smaller game jams such as Sprint 1, which has 4 people. Quick note, it's better to join the more popular game jams as you're more likely to get a team. Okay? For the featured jams, these are a safe bet as they always have a lot of people joining and taking part. So let's look at Pixel Game Jam. Here in this page, when you click the link, you see what the jam is all about, all the details you need, how long it lasts for, when it starts. We get to the theme here. The theme is to be announced. So the theme is essentially, as it sounds, the theme of the game. The style of the game, how you base your game around it. And it's usually a keyword. So last year's one was aqua. So basically every game was going to be water based. Have water arts, have water spells, this and that. Water sound effects. And the theme is usually announced closer to when the game jam starts. So yeah, typically to join the game jam, there'll be a Discord server link. You always want to click on that Discord server link. Why? Because you have to find a team. And the only way you're going to find a team, in my experience, is on Discord. So you will join the Discord server group, introduce yourself, I'll get onto that later on, and then there will be a section for find a team. And that is how you find a team. Okay? So yeah, click the Discord link. If you don't have Discord, you have to get it, guys. Okay, it is so helpful in finding a team, communicating with your team, and uploading your sound effects and files as well. Because you can just upload your sound effects directly to the Discord chat if you want. Sometimes your teammates would have a Google Docs or a Google Drive account, and you would upload to there. But I've gotten away with just, uploading the sound effects straight to the Discord chat. But different jams, different people, they'll have different ways of things they want. So bear that in mind. But yeah, you need Discord, so get Discord. And then click on this link. Especially in your first jam, like finding a team, and when you have no experience of game jams, a lot of the kind of more seasoned game jam people aren't going to choose you. Okay, it's just a fact. I found it incredibly difficult to find my first game jam team. It's hard, okay, but once you get one under your belt, that's when it gets easier. Don't give up, try your best, put yourself out there. That's what you have to do to get into anything, okay? And you will find a team, I promise you, you will find a team. So now we're on a Discord of an actual game jam. So this one is Mini Jam that I joined about a year ago, I'd say. So you'll get that link on that website, the itch website, and that will take you to an invite. You accept the invite and then you join the server. So you click the invite and then you get invited to the server, and there you go, you're in the server. Scroll down this part. Sometimes you'll have to do the whole, like, you need to introduce yourself first, and I think that is important as well. Just write a bit about yourself, keep it nice and simple, you know, this person if you want, you know, pixel artist, concept artist, game jammer, nice to meet you. Or you can give a bit more detail about yourself, personalize it a bit more, always good as well. So just say hi, be nice, you know, hi, my name's this, you know, it's my first time, but if anyone wants to work with me, I'd be really grateful, thank you, goodbye, you know. Just be nice, guys, it's the #1 rule in life. Now, when it comes to the jam, you're going to find something like this. Find a team. Sometimes it's just kind of like in this format where you just have to type in a paragraph, like, look, I'm looking for a team. In this regard, you have to make a post. Title, I am a sound designer. Let me just put the mic down for a sec. Okay, this is aimed towards people that have not got a portfolio, but this is for future advice. So something like this, something nice, you know, friendly. Maybe give more information about yourself, that's always good. I've kind of kept this a bit simpler, just like super friendly, but yeah, something like this, man. But like in future game jams, you know, you want to show your portfolio, and the best thing to do is to send a link of your itch.io portfolio so they can see your previous works and see what, you know, how you've done and everything else. That's for obviously people that have done more game jams, but that is an important note, and it's good to know if you've started out as well. Okay, so you'll send that, you'll make a tag. So here it says a tag is required to create a post. Music and sound, that is the tag, you've done that, now you can post it. So you'll post that, add a picture if you like, as I say, personalize it to however you want. If you want to keep it simple, just make it clear what your role is. Okay, so, you know, big letters like this. What I've actually done with my username, you can see there, ENMC. So what I've done is changed my name, basically my display name, to ENMC, in brackets, sound designer. So if people aren't reading my paragraph, they've only just saw my name, they know for a fact I'm a sound designer because it says that. I think it's a good marketing strategy, if you will, and a good advertisement. If you're struggling to get a team, they know exactly what your role is, you know, no bullshit there at all. I think it's good to have that in your name, but it's up to you. So yeah, I'm going to post this and see where we're at, okay? Okay, the game jam has begun. You've spoken to your team, they've all gotten to work, and they've came back to you asking for sound effects for certain game objects. And that could be the environment, like doors opening and closing, like the character's footsteps, like the character's attack, for dialogue perhaps, for UI, for anything they ask you really. You're going to have to get the sound effect for that, and you can either record that on a microphone yourself, or you can find a sound library and audition different types of sounds that would suit that particular game object. So I've obviously got an extensive list over time, and I would audition through these. I would type in exactly the type of sound effect that I need on what type of material it would be. So if the character is walking on concrete, let's say, we type in footstep, concrete, probably footsteps. And there are some of the sound files that I've saved specific to the words I've typed in there. It makes your life easier sifting through things. But first off, how do we even build up a sound library? How do we even audition sound effects that we want to use in our GameJam? What I really like is this SoundQ. Type in Google SoundQ and download the application for it. And then you'll find this. And these are all free sounds, by the way. You can get a subscription if you like. You don't have to do that. I don't have a subscription. I don't have the money for one either. But here you can just type in footstep wood, and here is a lot of free sound effects in that. Or just type footsteps. These ones here you actually have to pay for. These ones here are free to use, and they are royalty free, by the way, so you can download them and use them. Obviously, when it comes to downloading these, it's not really enough, so you're going to have to actually sound design and add EQ, reverb, cut and chop these, and make sure when you're uploading a footstep, don't upload a long file of footsteps. You upload the singular footstep as a sound effect, okay? Because the programmer or the audio lead or anyone else is just going to get back to you and say, I need this file size smaller, as it has to fit that exact action of that one footstep, okay? I've done this before, guys. I've sent like a minute long file of footsteps and it just got sent straight back to me. So yeah, all your files are typically going to be incredibly short. And then you can do things like pitch shifting. What you want to do is give a variety of different sound files, as many as you can, and then you can let the programmer or the lead developer or whatever else decide which one is best for the video game and which one simply works for the video game. I won't get too far into actually sound designing. This tutorial is simply just to get you started as a sound designer for a GameJam. I hope this helped. I'm not sure this is the greatest tutorial, but it's specific for sound designers. And to those sound designers that are watching this video, I hope it helped you. And I wish you all the best. Have fun.